Hello everyone, myself Kajal Sachar. I'm from India, from a small village called Raikot, and I did my bachelor's in science from another nearby village called Sadar. In that village, girls usually don't go outside much, and they just stay inside. They do study till whatever their family allows them to, and after that they get married and stay in kitchen or do some small jobs such as teaching or some small managing or receptioning jobs. So while I was a kid, my passion was science. I was so crazy about science that when all the kids were watching cartoons, I was watching Discovery, watching how things are made or factory made because that grabbed my interest, that grabbed my attention, how things are coming to my place with all that packaging and either people are doing it or there are machines there to do it. While watching all those shows, I still remember there was the show that I really loved to watch. It was called Mad Science, and in that Mad Science, the guy in the show showed us how to make different kind of projects that we can easily make at our homes and we are not aware of. So the the time I'm going to talk about is the second year of my bachelor's. Sorry, my bad. In the second year of my bachelor's, there was this competition on the Festival of Teach. In this festival, girls usually do participate in dance performances or dance competitions or different singing competitions or heritage competitions, and there is a cooking competition as well. In the second year, there was this different kind of competition category they included in which the girls had to make something out of the things that were easily available at the houses. So while I was going through the list and looking through the competitors, all of the girls were making something decorative or art crafts. They were just making something up. One of the girls was making a bike out of straws, and there was this other girl who was making using newspaper and glue to make a jug, decorative jug, flower pot, or something like that. And that made me think that all these girls are doing either their bachelor's in science, or physics, chemistry, or biology, zoology, yet they are not making anything related to science. Why so? And then I went to my physics professor to ask for his help because I wanted to make a portable water heater using two spoons. The idea was crazy because using two spoons and using electricity, I didn't want to electrocute anybody at the scene. So, what did I do? I used four things to make this water heater. There was spoons, a water bottle, wires to connect, and a three-way plug in order to earth the current and so that the current doesn't flow out of the system. But because I was doing it for the first time, I was being extra precautious and I used a voltmeter to know how much current is going through the system, and I used a battery instead of a three-way plug because I didn't want it to use the electricity that is going through the houses to go through the system and burn it down or something. So I'll show you a little diagram of how it looked like. This was the system. Here it represents a beaker that has water in it. There are two spoons. The base of the bottle, we will cut two holes in it and insert the spoons through them. Then there will be wires connecting them to the voltmeter, and one of the wires will go to the battery, the other wire will go into the switch. Once you turn on the switch, current will flow through this wire and it will channelize through the water, and then it will go through the other spoon into the system again, and this process will heat up the water. But while making it first time, we used the voltmeter, but when we actually presented it in front of the jury, we didn't use the voltmeter because we already ran through the system and we were sure about that our model is going to work, and it worked. We won second prize in that competition, And while I was explaining the same model to my jury, I was so excited and nervous at the same time. But the nervousness was gone while they were standing there and looking at my model and praising it, because I did something different. I was the only girl standing there with the actual science model in a science college. While the model was displayed, it was there in the displaying session for 5 hours, and I stood right next to it for those 5 hours, and that I didn't get tired for a second. Why? Because it felt like I had a baby to take care of. And I was standing there right next to it, explaining it to everybody who was coming across and asking me what it was and how it worked like and how did I made it. I explained them how to make it. I made a couple more for girls who were like living at the hostel at the time, because they needed a water heater to either warm up their milk or, sorry, my bad, warm up water for themselves to drink at night. Because it's a compact water heater, you can either put it in a beaker or a cup of mug filled of water, and it'll heat it up for you in like couple of minutes. It was boiling hot. So it helped them and it helped me knowing my strengths, because at times I overthink and I make myself feel miserable, but it boosted my confidence. And since then I have studied science for 4 years, and after that I came here, started studying business. While I was displaying it, I inspired other girls as well. Since that year, we have a different category in which girls participate and make models in science. They can make molecules, or they can make models in chemistry showing different kind of molecules and their structures, and or either they can make in physics like I did and make some kind of things out of it. While I was talking to a professor about the speech, when I was preparing the speech, I went to my professor back then, and I talked to him that I'm going to give a speech on this topic, and he was pretty excited because it brought all the memories of that time with it. While doing that, he told me that I inspired people I didn't even know. And now, when I look back at it, I feel good about myself because I am good at doing something, and that something is my passion about science. I always wanted to do my business in science, but I didn't know how to do business. That is why I took this business course. And in this business course, it gave me power to speak and demonstrate the things that I can make and I have belief and my trust into. After this, I don't know how big or small inventions or projects I will work on, but I'm for sure, I have this confidence in myself that even if my voice shakes, I will tell my story. I will tell what I have to say, and I will be happy doing that. Thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. I hope you guys do well. Thank you.